Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we looked at M.A. Bandar Log. Not really a bad nation, we just kind of fucked it up and got a bad hand, and just there were multiple things that just didn't work out. Maybe someday we can get a good game going again here. We go on these losing streaks once in a while. Maybe it's just like I developed like temporary bad habits or something. I don't know what it is. I should probably keep a better log of like what we played and if we won or lost or anything. I wish, I really, I really wish this screen showed like if a game is finished, like if it was victorious or something like that. Like, come on, give a fucking check mark or something, guys. Goodness gracious. Anyways, let's roll up another one. 256. That is L.A. Pictal, Broken Curse. Okay, we did EA Pictal. No. What the fuck Pictal did we do? MA Pictal? Yeah, Coming of the Soul we did. Okay, L.A. Pictal, Broken Curse. Throw some of these other ones in there. Deep fucking vocals. Like they just... what is up with this? I don't listen... normally I never listen to video game soundtracks, like ever. But I need to like go to SNES or something. Like we just need to listen to like Final Fantasy VI music or something. I don't listen to modern game soundtracks except for maybe the Doom soundtrack. I didn't realize this modern trend of just putting vocals throughout all these games. I don't really pay attention to games music either. That's probably the other problem. Here, fucking Final Fantasy VI. We're just gonna listen. It doesn't really match at all, but I don't care. I'm sick of fucking vocals. Right. Anyways. Let's just make sure that, Gem Gen is enabled and various things are enabled. Play on Edwin this time. 105. LA? Did I say LA? LA Broken Curse, yes. Edwin is 180, so that's a good candidate for... that was 789. LA Pictal. Oh my god, we still get the Umber Hulks. Are you kidding? This game's already over. Why are you doing this? Okay, so you no longer have So. You get Nyogi and slaves of various races. But it doesn't even matter because you have Umber Hulks. This is like the most broken unit this guy came up with. I don't get it. I'm not. I think we're just gonna veto this. To be honest, I was ready to do it because I thought it would be different, but it doesn't. You still have, like, this is the most broken unit like we've encountered in the game. Like, just take a Hellbless with like enlarge and regen and blood bond and just that's it. I mean, literally nothing can stop you. They really have... well, they are magic beans, so in multiplayer, something targeting them specifically, yeah, could bring them down. But yeah, it's just not nothing. I would have to purposefully gimp myself. So fuck that, I guess. You even have an Umber Hulk Pretender? What the hell with a Fear Aura? I like that it's not even that much better than just a normal Umber Hulk. It doesn't have to be. It's just like a Super Saiyan Umber Hulk. Size 6, 60 hit points. That's really weak for a monster. Yeah, anyways. Let's back out. Let's re-roll. We're not gonna sit through that. We already know how that'll go. 282. M.A. Heresh, Webbed Necropolis. Okay. That could be better. That's fresh, at the very least. M.A. Heresh, Webbed Necropolis. Yeah, I know, this doesn't fit at all. But there's no... You notice how there's no vocals? Because they couldn't do it back then. It was better. Heresh. Alright. When the Necromancers were banished from the Seven Cities after a civil war, they fled to the inhospitable valley of Heresh. A few years later, the Necromancers began the War of Revenge against the new Kingdom of the Mages, the Silver League of the Silver Cities, later known as War of the Broken Staff. The Necromancers do not seek to convert all the nations of the world to their morbid belief, nor to kill them all and raise them as undead, but rather to have a dominant place in the world as protectors of the equilibrium between the worlds of life and death. Wow. That's so sweet of them. We're a race of humans, undead, and Namtaru. We have skeletons, zombies, ghouls, lamasus, and sacred spiders. Ooh. We get death magic, glamour, astral, some fire, air, and earth. Moderate priest, death limit +1, standard forts. Reaper. Ooh. Assassin with stink clouds coming off of him. Assassin 1. He's got life drain attack, armor piercing, 11 damage. Ho ho, that is nasty. And poison daggers. 15 armor negating poison on top of the damage. It's very good. But other than that, they're pretty standard. Although they are sacred, but they can't bless themselves. Meaning that flask will be pretty damn awesome for them. If you have a good bless. But we have no water magic. So it'd have to be a pretender that makes those flasks for him. Really great use of your pretender. But otherwise, you know, I think decent little assassin with the life drain. The problem is, like, most things are just gonna kill them, you know? Yeah, so it's hard to say. Bone Guard, 50 leadership. Big great sword. Yep. Ebon Knight, 100 leadership. Heavy Cav, boom, 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 yep. Warhorse, 12 protection. Pierce resistance, though, which is nice. Only 11 hit points. And it never heals. Yeesh. Fallen Priest, level 1 Priest. Simple. Embalmer, level 1 Death, level 1 Priest. And Healer 1, not Corpse Stitcher. Specifically Healer. Banshee, 1 Death, 2 Glamour, and then Air, Death, or Glamour. So that's how you can tell that this was made for Dominions 5, I would say, in that it's a Banshee. There's a spell called Wailing Winds. I think, I mean, I don't know, this probably used to be Astral or something instead of Glamour. I don't know, it's hard to say. But Wailing Winds used to be Death and Air, so I think you can see where that connection is. But yeah, they got Ethereal, Spirit Form, 13 hit points, 0 protection, 12 defense, they have a life drain. And Wail of Doom, range 50, 100 attack, special. What does that do? I don't know. Should we load? We're gonna have to load this mod in no matter what, so I guess let's just do it. Heresh. M.A. Heresh. 3276. M.A. Heresh. M.A. Heresh. Banshee. It's a curse. Okay. That's really lame. It's not of any real... I mean, it's an anti-thug kind of thing, for sure. 100 accuracy, just, like, guaranteed curse? Is it guaranteed? Yeah. It doesn't say matter resistance negates or anything. It just curses you. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Not for our purposes, though. Fate Spinner. Woo! Astral 2, Glamour 1, Holy 1. Fate Weaving built in. 12 versus MR. Spirit Sight, Fortune Teller, Death Curse. Got Fist, Claw, Web, and Web Spit. And 12 Natural Protection. Well, that is... It has no feat slot, but, I mean, damn. 26 hit points, size 7, 13 protection, 16 MR, 13 morale, 8 defense. With Fate Weaving and Sacred and Glamour and Astral. That's a thug. That is a thug. But we also have Fate Weavers. Even more of a thug. 2 Astral, 2 Glamour, 2 Holy. Pretty similar in all the other ways. But yeah, you may as well go for 2 Glamour for Shroud of Splendor. Nice. Outside of being thugs, as far as mages go, well, it does allow us to do some pretty big Glamour communions. Which is fine. Also, all these guys with Twilight will be at Glamour 2. And it's pretty easy for a Fate Weaver to cast Twilight. So that's probably what we're looking for. Grim Rider, cap only. Fire 1, Death 2, and then Fire, Air, or Earth. You have Regen 10%, Fear 5, Susceptible to Fire, Cold Resistant 15, Poison 25. Cannot pass rivers, even if they're frozen. And they have a life drain attack. Yeah, I'd say, 14 hit points with regen is kind of like, eh. Yeah, but with gear, if you got the Earth random for, like, personal Iron Skin, yeah, maybe. It'd be tough to kind of keep the horse alive, though. Yeah, no Sacred is kind of rough there. Grim Reaper, Fire 1, Air 2, Death 3. And then Fire, Air, Earth, and then 10% for another one. They have the Regen, the Fear Aura, all the same stuff. You know, you can cast Soul Vortex at that point, but doesn't that just kill... Oh no, this is undead. Yeah, I still don't know how really well you'd protect your horse. I'm not sure. I feel like the Spider's a better option for thugging, but I can't prove that. This is Personal Mist Form, Soul Vortex, Personal Iron Skin. I mean, you can do a lot with these guys. They probably would be pretty good, too. And they have Death Scythes. Wish that was an AoE. And a Life Drain. Yeah, if you boosted up their health a bunch. I wish they were Sacred, but they're not. So that kind of leans more towards these guys. They're Sacred and they can bless themselves. And they have Fate Weaving built in. Units. We have the Skeleton Spearman. 6 hit points, 3 protection, 10 defense, 50 morale, Pierce resistant. Cold and poison resistance. They never heal, though. Death Recruitment 1. 13 damage spears with a web effect. What the fuck? Well, that's something. That is something right there. They have helmets with 18 protection. Wild. So they actually have they have 0 protection on their bodies. Yeah, that makes him pretty bad. That makes him pretty bad. Yeah. Okay. Skeleton Hoplite. 18 protection, 11 defense, 7 hit points, 10 MR, 50 morale, 6 speed, pierce resistant is very nice. And have parry 7 tower shields. They also never heal, but they have length 4 long spears, 13 damage. Honestly, not bad. Like, they will die, of course. And, you know, God help you if the enemy has, like, even a single priest. But, yeah, pretty good. Skeleton Bowman. 6 hit points, 3 protection, 8 defense, pierce resistant. Short bows, range 35, 11 pierce. Yeah, the pierce resistance doesn't do much here. It really doesn't mean almost much of anything. The average bow, the average arrow to their body will kill them regardless. So yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to say. I mean, I don't know. I don't actually. I say this all the time, but hold on. I'm trying to figure out hit location stuff. I thought, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if anyone knows. I don't know how to, like, find the answer to this. I thought I read at some point somewhere that arrows are more likely to hit you in the head. And now I can't prove that. I can't find any information about that. I don't know where I'd look. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, there's a page on the wiki for hit location. And it basically just says that you have a 10% chance to hit the head. But then it goes into, like, melee aspects. Like, you have to score a head hit, you have to have attacker size plus weapon length equals the target size. Or less. And it doesn't say anything about arrows or anything like that from then on. So I have no idea. It doesn't seem to talk about this at all. Okay. I'm looking at the page here for combat mechanics. Goes over all the hit stuff, the precision rolls for archers, all the stuff. Then it goes to the damage section. Once a hit is scored, another roll is made to determine how much damage is done. For basic physical attacks, this involves the attacker's damage roll minus the defender's protection roll. Blah, blah, blah. Then it says, melee attacks hit and damage a particular part of the body, which can give afflictions and affect the damage roll. So that suggests that only melee attacks can hit a particular part of the body, and arrows will always hit, like, the torso, suggesting that helmets don't do anything for you for protecting against archer fire. But then, why would these archers just have helmets? I have no idea. I feel like I have to crawl through maybe the Discord, or actually just like ask on the Discord if I don't find an answer anywhere. But I don't really want to waste our time right now crawling through. If I search helmet on the Discord, there's 129 pages of results. So, probably not what we want to do. And a lot of it is just about, like, crafting helmets for thugs and so on and so forth. Yeah, I don't know. We could be here all day and I still won't have an answer. So I don't know. It's something I really gotta look into. I could look at the manual, but I really doubt it. But since I never get to crack open the manual, why don't we take a look? Specifically under, like, combat, damage, hit locations. So there's a hit locations subsection under melee combat, further fueling this discussion here. Hit locations. Uses anatomical location to determine where an adversary was struck. Yep, just talks about melee. Okay, what about ranged missile combat? Gets one section to cover it. Let me look. Doesn't use defense values, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Deviation, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Damage is calculated identically to melee combat. See above. See above. No, that's it. That's all. It doesn't talk about it at all. It seems really like a strange thing to just kind of leave out or ignore. But, I mean, as far as I can understand the information available to me, I guess all arrow shots just hit, like, the torso. So, in that case, these helmets are entirely worthless, I think. But then there's, like, so there's spells like, I don't know, Rain of Stones? I don't know what it's under specifically. Here. It says, shields and other things that protect versus arrows will also protect soldiers from getting hit by the rocks. Most of the falling stones will result in head hits. And I mean, it's like, you know, obviously things coming from above are likely to hit you in the head. That makes sense. I just don't know why it's so unclear in this specific case. Like, what? Like, why can't we get information about how arrows hit? It seems wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to crawl through the Discord. Oh, here you go. Someone asked, do arrows have an increased chance of doing a headshot? Or is it the same head-hitting chance as melee, 10%? People seem worried about archers when there's no helmet, but I'm not sure why. It's basically just because arrows ignore defense. A guy without a hat might at least have defense 17 to dodge getting executed with or something. That was the answer. Okay, so okay. That didn't really answer his question. But that seemed to not say that they have an increased chance of doing a headshot. Right. So that means then let's say that they have just the normal chance, like it's the normal melee stuff. So it's a 10% chance to hit the head. Right. Which makes yeah. So these guys are shit. I mean, it's better than it never will hit the head and it only hits the torso. But yeah, 10% chance for you to have 18 protection is shit. So, yeah, okay, they're shit. Plague Zombie. 16 hit points, 0 protection, 7 defense. The usual stuff. They never heal. They have a disease, explosion on death, AoE 3. Yeah, okay. Ravenous Ghoul, 11 hit points, 0 protection. Oh, boy, this is going to be a rough game, isn't it? Cold, poison resistance, never heals, Berserker +3, Gluttony 3, Undisciplined, Death Recruitment 1 with Poison Claws, 50 Fatigue. I mean, what do you do with, though? This is just chaff. The Hoplight's alright, but other than that, this is all chaff. Lamassu. 35 hit points, size 5, 8 protection, 11 defense, 14 MR, 50 morale, cold poison resistance, never heals, flying, undisciplined. Fucking undisciplined and flying means... I don't know what it means, actually. Will they fly? They might, but they'll fly immediately, right? If they do. So it's all shit. You don't want these. They have 2 claw attacks, 16 damage, and a touch of leprosy for disease. Yeah, never heal, 8 protection, 35 hit points. Undisciplined. Yeah. Plague Lamassu. Basically the same thing, but is a plague carrier that will spread to your other units. And yes, undead can very much get disease. Dark Champion, cap only. Heavy Cav, 21 protection, 14 defense, 15 hit points. They do fucking heal, and they have regen, 10%. With tower shields, too. Okay, we have something pretty useful, except the horses don't heal, and only have 12 protection, 11 hit points. They have pierce resistance, sure. But keep in mind, most hits are going to hit the rider. But it's still kind of a bummer. Ebon's Spider, Sacred, Undisciplined. Love it. 12 hit points, 8 protection, 8 defense, 14 speed, Venomous Fangs, 7 pierce with the death poison. But as always, the poison, you have to do damage to the target for the poison to apply. And with 7 damage, that's really not likely. So you need some big strength buffs for this to work. But you also need big defense buffs for it to work. So you need a lot for it to work. Death Spider, cap only. The other one was not cap only. 10 protection, 13 hit points, 8 defense. They have decay immunity. Great. They have dark power 1. Undisciplined. Death Spider Bite, 12 slashing with the 35 poison. And that's regular, just good poison, armor negating, and also poison decay on it as well. So, man, if this hits, like, it will kill pretty quickly. And it has a claw as well. Okay. I do think they need a strong bless, but... skeleton... And they're also undisciplined, which is really obnoxious. Skeleton Hunter can be recruited in all forests. 6 hit points, 4 protection, 8 defense, pierce resistance, never heals. Longbow, range 45, 14 pierce. Well, you do have pierce resistance on all your shit. It's not a bad option because of that, but they're still really quite weak. And will die to practically anything. They might survive one shot. If it's not a headshot, which we know to be most likely the case, it won't be a headshot. They will survive probably one shot from like an 11 damage arrow on average. But once they're hit, they'll never heal that damage. Okay. We got Venom Spawn. Powerful monsters with a poison spit attack. You don't say. Okay. 55 hit points. Size 6, 8 protection, 10 defense, 14 speed, 14 MR. They have a Venomous Bite for 20. Poison Spit, range 18 for 10 poison damage. Armor negating. 5 ammunition. Then they have 2 tentacle attacks. Armor piercing, 13 damage. Jeez. And they have regeneration built in. And they have a poison cloud built in. And a poison skin. And they're blunt resistant. And they're amphibious. Wow. Okay, these things are pretty damn good. You get 3 plus for 4 gems. That's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Spitting Spider, 3 fire gems. Get 1 of them. 35 hit points, size 7, 16 protection, 10 defense. Has Vitriol Breath, range 13 for 16 armor-piercing acid damage. AoE 1. Venomous Fangs and Claw. They are sacred as well. Interesting. Okay. That's also good because they're sacred. They are undisciplined as well, though. And Spectres. 5 plus for 10 death gems. 13 hit points, 0 protection, 13 defense. They're, of course, ethereal. They have a life drain for 11 damage, armor piercing. They have Blood Vengeance plus 1. Amphibious. Spirit Sight. They're alright. I mean, isn't this like a vanilla spell or something? Isn't this just like wraiths or whatever? I think that is just a vanilla spell. Yeah, isn't that basically ghosts? Ghosts have 20 hit points, 0 protection, 15 defense, 12 damage life drain, with a cold and fear aura, and are ethereal. Right. Why wouldn't I just fucking spend my gems on ghosts? Yeah. I mean, you have to have 2 death instead of 1. But big whoop. Yeah, get ghosts. I don't get it. Okay. Alteration, we have nothing. Evocation, we have nothing. He doesn't usually do stuff like that. Special items. Nothing. Okay. Thaumaturgy. Nothing. Enchantment. Nothing. Blood magic. Nothing. Divine. Nothing. Okay. Well. I think the Dark Champions are good. I think it's a solid heavy cab option with built-in regen is pretty nice. And pretty high damage. I'm concerned about the war horses, but what are you gonna do? I think the hoplites are a decent frontline option, but I think they will die quite often, and they cost 29 resources to make, which is not cheap in the fucking slightest for a 7 hit point creature that never heals. I think the... I think the skeleton hunters might be alright, and are kind of the right price. 14 piercing longbow for 45. I think that's pretty solid. And we can recruit them in every forest, so we'll probably want to just do that. And then the sacreds, the ebon spider is really not good. Like, this is just not a good damage option. They're gonna die quickly, and they're undisciplined, but you can get them anywhere for cheap. Like, any fort with a temple. But the death spider is, I think, a much more palatable option. And so is the spitting... The spitting spider. Yeah, the spitting spider. Which is the fire gem one. 2 fire, 2 death. Which means that one of these guys that gets random fire can do it. I think those are good. And then the Fate Weaver is going to be a fun thug option if we get to that point. But I think we mainly should plan around the Death Spider as our sacred. We do need pretty good scales, because I kind of am just thinking Dark Champions as, like, my front line. And then Death Spiders to come in from the side to kind of just shred stuff. That's mainly what I'm looking at. And then Skeleton Hunters. But the problem is, the Skeleton Hunters' arrows will demolish the Death Spiders. There isn't really a good way to avoid that, unless I take, like, Air Shield. And maybe I should take Air Shield, because they're vulnerable to enemy arrows as well. They have 10 natural protection, so there's not much we can do with that, other than taking Hard Skin. And Hard Skin could be viable, to be honest. Like, if we take Hard Skin, Blood Surge, Enchanted Blood, Undying, that's not a bad option. And that's also not a bad option for the Spitting Spider, who has 16 natural protection. That would bump him up to 21 and make him just fucking phenomenal. So I think Hard Skin is probably what we're looking at. But yeah, we do need some decent scales here. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at these fun options. Mother Namtaru. Ugh. One of the strangest creatures to walk, or rather scuttle the face of this world. Astral Death Nature. Fate Weaving 15 versus MR. Good God. Spirit Sight, Fortune Teller 15, Death Curse, 2 Claw Attacks, Web Spit. So it's a, it's a big Fate Weaver. 110 hit points. 14 protection natural. It does have a body slot. It has 3 head slots, 2 miscellaneous, no weapon, no shield. Yeah, it does hurt its thug potential a bit. But, you know, it can do Body Ethereal, it can do Soul Vortex, it can do Shroud of Splendor. Yeah, not really something we're leaning towards, but it's there. Netherworld Dragon, Water Death. I don't think we're looking for a monster option. Chill 6, Ethereal. Pierce Resistance, Fear 10. Got a Tail Sweep and the Dragon Frost attack. Armor Negating with a Lingering Cloud. Yeah, with Reforming Flesh. Although it has 0 fucking protection. So, ouch. Yeah, I mean, you'd really... Ooh, boy. Yeah, I don't know. That's a rough one. Dragon Wraith, also 0 protection. 2 death. It's got Fear 10, Pierce Resistance, Ethereal, Plague Breath attack, and a AoE Fear. Putrid Lamasu, Death Nature, Fear 5, Plague Carrier 6, 12 protection, 140 hit points, size 10. No. The Mummy King. Astral Death, Pierce Resistant, Invulnerable 20, Susceptible to Fire, Cold Resistant 15. New magic paths cost 40 though. Oof. It's got yeah, I mean, Invulnerable 20 is kind of nice, but also sort of unnecessary because you have death anyways. You could just cast Invulnerable 25, and I don't believe they stack. So, you know, it's fine, I guess. It's fine. Anyways. Vampire Queen, Reforming Flesh 10%, Slash Blunt Resistance, Invulnerable 25, Immortality, Can't Pass Rivers. Yeah, well, I think we're looking for... Am I looking for an Awake Expander or not? No, I don't think so, because I think we really need scales too much. I think we're looking for Earth. Earth, Death, Blood is kind of what we're looking for. Titan of Death and Rebirth does come with Death and Earth. That helps. But he also costs 240. Whereas I could just take the Vampire Queen. Vampire Queen's 270. Jesus Christ. No way. No way. I think probably just taking, like, the Crone. I don't usually like taking the Crone. I guess the Mummy King's 110. Ah, but his new paths cost 40. They always get you somewhere. Whereas the Crone, just ready to go. Ready to please you. We do have to go pretty high on Earth, though. Earth 6. That's going to cost you. Blood Surge, Enchanted Blood, Hard Skin, Undyne, 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 Undyne. Something like that. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a bit worse than that. Spitting Spider, it's just 1. There's no plus there. The Venom Spawn is plus for high death. We wanted to go death 6 to get 5 of them out of it. And the Venom Spawn are pretty good. They have the regen, they have Poison Skin, Poison Cloud, Blind Fighter, Affliction Resistance, Blunt Resistance, 4 different attacks, 55 hit points. I mean, they're pretty solid. But Death 6 is kind of pricey. Yeah, it's a lot of high stuff for a Rainbow Mage. Heroism. We love it. Yeah. I think that's probably where we want to be. Hard Skin is Incarnate only, though. So, sacreds aren't really going to come online for a long time, but we're going to rely on our scales and dark champions, skeleton hunters to lead the way. Nastarte. Okay. Okay. We start right next to Brightgate. We have our assassin ready to go. Now, we hopefully learned our lesson with assassins last time. Or a couple times ago. For mages, useful mages, it's just going to be the Banshee. We will want... I don't know, what will we want? We'll want one of these eventually. Probably one of these. Some site searching. And then we do want to get to Conjuration 5 before... Well, the Spitting Spiders are the sacred ones, so those can wait. But Venom spawn could really help in the early days. So maybe just Bum Rush Conjuration 3. Also gives us Dark Knowledge. And then Thaumaturgy 3 gives us Despair. And then beyond that, like, big picture thug stuff, we definitely want... Well, if we use this as a thug... I'm still unsure about that, but if we did, we want Alteration 6. Yeah, at least, yeah, Alteration 6. Speed 6 is pretty damn low. Do I even need Sermon of Courage? Why don't I get access to the special death stuff? That seems like a bit of an oversight. Bit of an oversight, I would say. Yeah, remember when they have priests all over the place to just kill my mounts because they're really weak? And I'm being killed by a holy force native to this province? Isn't that great? And now I lost. You basically just lose all those. You get them back for half price. Great. Seemed pretty good though when they were working it. Elephant riders or barbarians or a fucking insane amount of light infantry, heavy infantry, and crossbowmen. We want to get a forest, but I didn't really start next to any of them. Yeah, there's one here, but trust me, there's going to be a nation, like, in here. Alright, we'll try elephants, but I'm going to lose a lot on it. Oh, and it's a lot of elephants. Kill that fucking priest. Good God. We lost everything. Including my profit. Not that that really matters, but, well, I don't like it. Yeah, elephants are really shitty. Alright, I think then we just kind of have to chill here. I just don't see that winning a fight at the moment. Maybe. No, I don't even know. They have a lot of blunt damage. Yeah, I should just wait another turn. But I'm impetuous. It just feels so wrong to wait. 5 units without mounts returned home. How many didn't return home? Okay, that seemed decent. We lost 5 of the horses. No right. Fucking Atlantis already? Oh my god. Mark Grafton. Oh man, I remember them. That's right, they're the disease nation. With the Ghoul Guardians and the Pony Knights. Didn't they have like some insane summon? Also, yeah, they all have a ghoul second shape upon death. I remember. That was a fun game. Alright, we got Conjuration 3, so we need a Death 2 guy now. Let's just get one of these. Alright, Atlantis accepts. We can make a profit again. Kind of painful. Probably should have hoplites just to hold the line. I mean, they're gonna die, sure, but it's maybe better if they die and the mounts... The cavalry rides to the back. It's not really much to do anything. I don't think I can even beat the Ictids. Oh my god, that is a big green turd. Yeah. Fuck. Tempted to wait here a turn. I think I can handle the Ictids. I really want to get a forest. Shit. It's always worrisome when I'm like kind of floundering and not getting all my connections that I need. Throne connections are important. We also could be making assassins, but yeah, I can't I don't know, I'm iffy on the assassin, but I guess maybe we should throw in one every once in a while. Just to see how they go. There you go. Damn it, kids. We definitely have had maps with far better forest coverage than this. Well, that's not a half bad number. Right. Well, because those are specifically non-forts. No. Okay, we can get a fort here. I think we should then. That allows us to get even more. Let's just get a commander there. Let's try assassinating stuff in here. I could try assassinating some cavemen. Can't ever go wrong, right? And priests. Let's just see how they perform before I invest further into them. Against a standard commander. Okay. Didn't catch him asleep. But yeah, I mean that was good. Okay. Can't complain about that too much. Caveman is a little bit of a harder ask, though. Where the hell are the thrones? Should I just take this one, you think? We can go underwater, right? Or no, I mean... Horse can, you can't? You can't. But the horses can. Great. The hoplites can, though. We can take that with hoplites. Okay, this guy failed. We see that. Yeah, inside the bar. Yep, got butchered. What about the second guy? Ah, snoozing. Still failed. Fucking hell. That's not promising. And then the caveman champion. Yeah, pretty good. I guess it's hit or miss. They're not amazing. And beset by a ravenous hunger. Okay, that's not good. These things are fully amphibious, though. And our banshees are fully amphibious, so let's give that a shot. Fascia's here now. We gotta be friends with them. Group blur. And then despair spam. And you're gonna be hold and fire closest. And we'll go in the rear here. Should be fine. Right. We have bigger picture stuff we wanted to do. We are all undead, right? Pretty certain, so rigor mortis could be pretty big. Which is... yeah, enchantment 6. It gives us horde of skeletons as well. Can't ever complain about that one. Alright, let's watch another caveman assassination. Caveman in the pub. Ooh, got him. Damn, this guy's a pro. Alright. And then the throne battle. I may have seriously misjudged this. We'll see. No, I slightly misjudged it. I'm a little surprised we lost that many. But, also they didn't use this underwater, I suppose. So it was a little pricey. But we got the throne. So that's pretty good. Fucking elephants! God damn it. Well, still alright, I suppose. Okay. So we have to get someone to claim this. I need a prophet that's going to be able to go underwater, so it's probably going to be one of you. I guess it could have been you, but this one has 3 glamour. But I guess they're not going to be casting glamour stuff. They cast holy stuff. I don't know. Screw you. Dacia accepted. You didn't find any enemy commander to assassinate. Great, and the barbarians killed themselves. Awesome. Oh, you can attack that province then. You can go down there. Okay. This is good. This is all good, I suppose. Things are working out. You just love to see. This is why I love Assassins. In single player. They're just so good to see that. Fucking 68 massive... 85 massive cavemen, 28 damage, great clubs, 23 health, running away from this little stinky man. An arena battle, huh? I don't think so. I don't think this guy could handle anything. Like, these are not especially tremendous numbers for, like, a heavy cav commander. And even, like, the Grim Reaper, probably not. Although 18 protection with regen and fear is kind of good. And if I had one of these, I would do it. Or if I had the Fate Weaver, I'd probably do it. Because of the web. I think that's really strong. And the Fate Weaving. Yeah, if I had made either one of those, I would actually go in, but... alas. Okay, well, we kind of stopped scouting, which is a pretty big mistake, because I don't know where to look for thrones, so I guess we'll keep looking west, since the ones to the east are kind of off limits now. Really? Beat a fucking Bane? This little guy? Oh, because he just spammed... Oh, it was a spell casting one. Well, then we would have been fucked. I mean, what's going to beat that? Jesus. Jesus. Assassinate, what'd you get? Legendary Cruelty. Increased chance of dealing permanent afflictions on his target, and he has a fear aura. I don't know how much that's going to help him. Good. Yeah, we have a lot of glamour gems. But actually using glamour gems in rituals is a little tricky. There's summon Fey Folk, which you can do at Forest, so I guess we could do that, but you need nature. A lot of this, you just need multi-crosspath stuff. Really bad. The only thing you can do is 4 glamour, awaken a sleeper commander, which is okay, but everything else requires nature and earth or shit. It's like, fuck. What is a good dump of glamour gems? Fucking illusory attack? I guess crafting stuff, really. Okay, yeah, we really need to get another fort going. We're slow going. Nice. Nice. He's doing well. Oh, that's his limit. Fuck. Need another guy. No, not. What are you doing? Yeah, we need another guy. Okay, make another Ebon Knight, because they're cool looking. Yeah, we gotta stop mucking about, though. Really should have multiple forces at this point. Falco! Uh-oh. Uh-oh! On the open road! Falco! Oh, you got him. You're too good, man. I guess they all could be that good, theoretically, if I gave them a chance. Yeah, it's a good doom stack. Except I still lost 4 horses. Those horses are just too weak, man. Just too damn weak. That's really obnoxious, because I think because in Dominions 5, this would be just one unit. It would be a Dark Champion, and this would be its stats. And these would be really good. But Dominion 6, they're 2 separate things. And so I don't know if he just kind of hastily did this, or if this was just like an early conversion that he did before he figured out what like the horse stat should be or something. But this is just bad. It's just not acceptable for this sort of caliber of a rider to have that horse. It's really unfortunate. And also the part of the problem is just Dominion's mechanics for mounts, where they can't you can't replace them easily. Like you can't like the commanders you can just reacquire their mounts as a command, but not for the units. And so losing the mount is essentially like losing the unit, and it makes them a much less strong That's a phrase. A much weaker unit overall because of their shitty mounts. We're up to turn 23. We could start making sacreds. Did we get thaumaturgy? Yeah, okay. Let's get thaumaturgy 4, conjuration 5. So we can start making some of that stuff. I gave all that shit talk about vocals in video game soundtracks now. And yet here we are. And to be clear, I don't give this a pass just because it's like really nostalgic for me. I don't like it either. I like, I don't mind when they did like the orchestral, you know, like the Black Wizard thing, you know, and they redid the whole thing. That whole song where they redid the opera, I do think that's pretty damn good. But yeah, no, I'm okay. What a fucking monster he is. I realized I didn't skip far enough. You can still just die in one shot. But if we get a temple here, I can start just cranking them out here. I did not find any to assassinate. Excellent. Yeah, we're never gonna go through a battle without losing some horses. They're just too weak and they never heal. That's a rough combo. Ah, Nazca. Well, we really bumped into them, didn't we? You should start casting... Oh, augury. Yeesh. Well, that's a good use for our glamour gems, right? Great. Nazca did not take kindly to my message and spit in my face, immediately attacking Omer. And I really don't want to fight Nazca because they have flyers, which are always really obnoxious. Just don't see PD faring that well either. Well, we got money for PD, so we'll throw money at PD. Maybe it'll make him inclined to accept. In my wildest dreams. Nazca's capital is here. Yeah, I'm certainly encroaching. Certainly friggin' encroaching. Shit. Shit. Well, not only did he not agree, he attacked 2 places this turn. And I ain't finding shit for magic sites. Okay, we actually beat him there in Olantova. And there. Oh my god. Maybe that'll learn ya. Except no, he's just gonna go in with even bigger forces. Shit. Fuck off. I don't think I should continue to expand while this war is ongoing, though. So I guess we'll hold here and, do that. Shit. I don't really want to assassinate his shit. Because I know how the AI plays. It's pointless. Better off spending my efforts on, independence. Yeah, if we can just get up to +8 death gems, I'd be pretty happy. We could get a decent number of those spawn per turn. Well, not only did he refuse, he attacked 3 places this turn. And we found a well of pestilence. And Smolderstone. He tried to kill a mounted commander while he was sleeping. Not so mounted. Ho ho. Haha, ho ho. We lost Daman. We lost Iktin. But we beat Exabothia. But we did lose one of our commander's horses, but that's not that big of a deal. These damn flyers. Let me just look real quick. Alright, so here he went in with an Akla and an Apu, so 2 commanders. Iktin, he's got an Apu, 3 Banes. Come on, man. A commander, a Malki, and a Malki priestess. Like, yeah. Yeah, fuck. 7 fucking commanders. Here, though, he only had 1. So yeah, Iktin, we're not gonna be killing all those. But he's already... It's just exhausting. It's just exhausting. Yeah. I guess it's probably not even worth it. no money. No money, no money, no money, no money. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna attack something. And I can't PD everything, so... We got this, some PD. We got this, some PD. This is probably fine for PD. We're gonna move here, I suppose. So we'll put some here. Yeah, I don't know. Crapshoot. It all sucks. Damn Nazca. Uh-oh. No, he's fine. Man, he's been on a fucking tear. He's going for the nuke. Nice. Fuck off. Good. Yeah. He's patrolling in Icton pretty heavily. Great, great, great. Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna do? Just sit here forever and let him walk all over me? It's just annoying, because, well, you know... Spellcaster and all that. Well, flyers and you know, flyers. That end of sentence, flyers. And I don't really want to bring mages in a war against Nazca. So... that's where we're at. No, caught you slipping. Done. And another mounted commander for our big man hero. Uh-oh. That's worse odds. Woo, doggy, he's good. 16 defense, paying off. Alright, we battled him in Icton, but I think he left and he attacked 2 other spots. No, he's here. This looks like PD or something. Okay. 16 archers, 3 more horses. Other than that, not bad. And then Dahlman. This might be the first time we get to see the spitters. They make really weird noises. I don't know if they're actually spitting anything, to be honest. Huh. Alright. Well, we lost 3 hoplites, but... yeah, okay, I don't know. I attacked Brightgate, and we lost it. Attacked Olantova, and we lost it. And round we go. Fucking Nazca. And this is raiding. I mean, this is what you do. Because it forces the attackee, person being attacked, to kind of like PD everything or chase you around. And that's the importance of like magic phase stuff. If you can attack the enemy army in some way before they can move and eliminate them with like teleport or cloud trapeze or something. Not that we have access to any of that shit. Hmm. Boy. I mean, yeah, we wanted thugs. But money. PD. Money. Is PD worth it? Is it worth spending that much money? Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you hold on to the province over and over, yeah, of course it's worth it. But if you lose it instantly, it's a terrible, terrible arrangement. Worst trade deal ever. This guy's a freaking monster and a half, man. This cannot be stopped for some reason. That felt painful. Lost 15 more hot plates, 5 more horses. Guess it was more painful for him, huh? I'm worried about my spellcaster back there, like, all by himself. Five more horses. Now, just so we're aware, that's entirely due to archers. So my horses cannot withstand, like, any archer fire. Granted, it's 14 piercing, yeah. But that pierce resistance, like I said, it's just not doing much. They have 12 protection. So that's... I mean, they should... I don't know. But they never heal. That's the thing. It all adds up. It all gets worse. They all die sooner or later. There's no saving them. We lost Konberg. We did defend Ichtin, though, so that was worth it. Where's Konberg? Oh, yeah, he's just going around and taking all this stuff. And then you chase. And you chase and you chase. We did get +8. That's good. We also have +3 fire. So now you can summon spitting spiders forever. We'd probably like more than that, but we'll take what we got. Like, if he want... No, but now Kalem is there. Fuck. I really have to go to extended war with Nazca? I mean, we are hurting them pretty bad. And we're not really getting hurt at all, so there is that. Except in my pocketbook. Which is definitely getting hurt. We should start to make sacreds now. How many commanders were here? Good God. It's been slaughtering for decades. Ooh, got weakened, unfortunately. He's not very good anymore, but survived the entanglement. Grave did not find any. Good, good. He attacked Olentova again, which I don't think I PD'd up at all. No. Just assumed he wouldn't. And then we attacked Honberg, which he probably departed. No, not exactly. Yeah, just do a little friendly fire there. We like that. 5 more horses died. Yeah, and that's basically 5 champions die every time. That shouldn't happen with heavy cav. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna have to end here. I know we haven't done a 2-parter in a little bit. We even did a 4-hour one. But yeah, I'm gonna have to end here. And we're definitely not anywhere near winning this. And I do think we can. I think there's decent odds of us winning. Or doing well enough. Our God's going to be coming out in a few turns. And then our Sacreds are going to come online. And we have now the... nestled in there. Look at that. The spitting spider. Those things are going to be nasty. The vitriol breath. AoE 1. I don't know if I even want them to use that, because that's going to destroy my own guys. Pretty well. But... I can't... they're undisciplined. I won't be able to control them. So... I think the plan is just to use these guys as like a front line with 16... They'll have 21 protection. 35 hit points, and they do fucking heal, at least, after combat. And they have Enchanted Blood. So, yeah, just using these guys as the front line alongside Death Spiders. Maybe a bit more behind them. Yeah, there's a range 13, so they'll get to shoot it like once or twice. And then they'll be in melee, and then the other ones can come in once it's safe. And help them just destroy stuff and hopefully not be as much a danger. That's the plan, but we do need a lot of these spitting spiders. So that's gonna keep going. Alright. Yeah, you know. It's working somewhat so far. I don't like Nazca, but he's not doing too hot on the army size. He's behind us, and we keep winning all these battles pretty handily. So, we'll see. For now, though, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.